Hello and welcome to the first episode of Game Analyzer, where we take off the covers of your favorite games and analyze the crap out of them. The first games we'll attack are the Fatal Fury games. Here we go. On the surface, Fatal Fury seems like a traditional non-serious fighting game, but where there are characters, there also lies depth, and the Fatal Fury characters are pretty deep. We'll start with a reference character. The wrestler known as Big Bear or Raiden is heavily influenced by the real-life wrestler known as Vader. Vader was huge in Japan at the time, which is probably why he shoots and miss, paying homage to another real-life wrestler known as the Great Muta. He also shoots fire, which is also something Japanese wrestling would occasionally do. So if you ever want to see Raiden wrestle in real life, look up some Vader matches. Another reference character that no one seems to notice is Axel Hawk. He bears a striking resemblance to real-life boxer Butterbean, who was transitioning to boxing at the time and became very successful at it. The most popular character in the series is without a doubt Terry Bogard, and in America, he's probably the most beloved SNK character of all time. Some may even consider him an alternate mascot for the SNK games. Like other mascots, he shares a motif. This motif acts by basically coloring the character in the colors red, white, and blue to truly capture the American audience. I have a theory that the Japanese gaming companies believe that American eyes are naturally drawn to these colors. If you look at Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog, they are both drenched in the colors of patriotism. Whether this worked or not is beyond the point. Regardless, Terry Bogard has a lot of personality for a main character. This is shown through the OVAs and motion picture. While Terry Bogard pushes himself beyond his limits to better himself, much like a traditional Japanese character, he also falls into holes and gets drunk like a Western cowboy. I think this broadens the character and makes him appealing to both audiences. Wolfgang Krauser is probably my favorite character in the entire series. As you may or may not know, I am a huge fan of classical music, and Krauser pays a huge homage to classical music. As we all know, whenever you fight Krauser in Fatal Fury 2 and Special, you will begin to hear the Dies Irae, a piece written by Mozart. That is where the death begins. Krauser is Mozart on steroids, literally. They both share the same first name, Wolfgang for starters, and if you mainly go by the games, the similarities in there. However, in the OVAs, the depth of the character sprouts and we are given more similarities, mainly with the daddy issues. In the OVAs, Krauser's father is seen as the driving force behind Krauser's talent. Even though Krauser's talent is natural, you can tell the father of Krauser is building him for success. Well, this is exactly what happened to Mozart. Mozart's father trained Mozart at a young age and built him up to basically become the greatest composer of all time. Also, close to the end of both Krauser and Mozart's life, they are haunted by ghosts of their fathers. Even though it's only rumored, it is believed someone dressed in Mozart's father's favorite costume and paid Mozart to write his final song. This is best shown in the movie Amadeus, which has that final song as a Dies Irae, as a coincidence. In Krauser's case, he is haunted by dreams of his father and plays his father's favorite tune on the organ. A really strong motif that the OVA used was when Terry enters the room for the final fight with Krauser. It is at this point Krauser stops playing his father's favorite tune in the middle of the song, thus leaving the song unfinished. I believe this is a reference to Mozart's Requiem Mass in D minor, a piece left unfinished due to Mozart's death. In the second OVA and motion picture, Geese can be comparable to Beethoven. Even though Beethoven didn't have a natural talent that Mozart did, he did eventually surpass him with hard work. Well, in my eyes. It would be awesome if the games followed the OVAs, but I hear Krauser's story is pretty different. I can go on about the characters of Fatal Fury, but I think I covered the most interesting aspects. If you have any other interesting things that deal with Fatal Fury, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Hey, and if you like the music that was used in the video, you can download them via link in the description box. The first one is Andy Bogard's theme remixed, and the second one is a piano rendition of the Dies Irae, rearranged for piano by William Wallace, and they are both produced by me. Thanks for watching.